been doing this for 5 minutes and I have no clue where I am. So today we're hiking Kings Creek at Lassen National Park. So I hear there's a waterfall, but I'm not 100% on that, so don't hold your breath for that. Without Jessica, you're just gonna have to rely on my wit and my award-winning B-roll. So here we go. Let's see how this goes. So it looks like we've gotten to the creek right away. So I guess we'll be following it for most of the way is what it looks like. Literally 5 seconds after I say that, it walks away from the thing. Creek's over there. Silly me. This is why you need a map. Because I haven't even been doing this for 5 minutes and I have no clue where I am. And there's no trail. So I don't know where the trail goes. So I guess I'm gonna have to wander around until I find the trail. We are gonna try that end of the parking lot instead, because this end of the parking lot clearly is not the trail. Look, a sign. So this here looks a lot more like the trail. So this is clearly a popular trail because I've seen like 15 people. I've gone like 100 feet. Now while I am digging the scenery, for being called Kings Creek, there's a decided lack of creek. So, you know, for watching a video with a waterfall in it, there's not even any water here, so I hope I'm on the right path. What is up with all these oddly shaped trees? So what's been weird today that's different from the other days we've been here? Today it's cold in the shade, but it's actually really hot in the sun. So I'm having a hard time deciding whether to have the sweatshirt on or off, which is kind of weird because every other day I've been in shorts and a t-shirt. So according to this here sign, Kings Creek's that way. However, that's where I came from, so maybe I'm just doing this backwards. So I guess we'll have to check out the creek on the way in. But I see Mill Creek Falls that way. So we're gonna give that a shot. I'm sure everyone else knows there's a lake here, but I just discovered a lake. This is bad. Very bad. So supposedly this is called Cold Boiling Lake because it has air bubbles coming up from, I guess, the volcano or whatever. Well, it looks like a pretty still lake to me, so I don't see no bubbles. Okay, after that lovely detour, let's see about this Mill Creek Falls. It's only like 2.8 miles away. So, we'll see how long that takes me to get there. A fork. There's a fork in the path. I chose the road less traveled. You know, when we visited the devastated area, that was pretty bad, but I think this looks just as bad. I mean, look at these trees over here. I mean, I'm assuming that's from the eruption in 1915. And they're just, everything here is just a mess. I just can't believe it. Look at the destruction of these trees. Look at that, another lake. I'm sure you're like, dummy, look at the dumb sign. Sign says there's a lake there. So according to this sign, I still have 2.7 miles left to go, which is kind of funny because I feel like I've really been hiking a long time and I really haven't gone anywhere. Wonder if that is the creek. So that does not look like a trail, but yon sign says trail, dead way. So here we go. I got my boots wet. Tell me we are not going up there because that was real steep. So I've noticed I've actually kind of gotten desensitized to the fact that there's all this beauty and then all this destruction, but it's been like this for a couple miles. So you're walking down this trail and I'm like, oh, it's just another totally destroyed tree and a bunch of pieces. So I guess I don't need to get that. Kind of funny how that happens. Should I be worried about that? I hear waterfalls, which is promising. But what's not promising is for about the last quarter mile I've been walking down a hill. It looks like I got a long ways to go, so I'm not super excited to climb back up this. If Jessica was with me, she'd be murdering me right now, so it's probably best that I do this one by myself. Why is it always down? No more down. Tell me, I did not hike 3.5 miles for this. Okay, so this is the waterfall. It is actually pretty darn spectacular. However, it is quite a hike from Kings Creek. Now, there's another path right here. I'm not sure where it goes to, but unfortunately, my truck is that way along with Jessica. So I'll be hiking back that 3.5 miles. I wonder if it's only like 10 feet to the road right here, and I just did all this for nothing. Who knows? But I'm gonna have to pack you away for a little while because I gotta hurry up because Jessica thinks this was a 3.5 mile hike and it's actually a 7 mile hike. So chop chop. All right, so I'll catch you back at the truck. So I eventually did make it back to the truck. However, today is not that day. It's been about 2.5 months since this adventure, but what I didn't tell you about is the trip back. So on the way back, I realized that I had been traveling towards the sun all the way there in the mountains. Well, when I turned around, I realized the sun was now behind a mountain, and I was in, Lassen National Park, and no cell service, nothing, and it's getting dark, and the farther I travel back towards the truck, the farther away from the sun, and now that I'm climbing a hill, the sun has been going down behind. It just kept getting darker and darker and darker, so I never wanted to take my camera out. I never even stopped to put my sweatshirt on, because I knew I had several hours worth of hiking to go, and I got to the truck just as it was almost completely dark. So Jessica said she was giving me about 15 more minutes before she went to go find a ranger, and I just slid in there. So I did make it back. I didn't die. I didn't get eaten by any bears. But there was no way that I was staying in that park overnight. So I knew I was just gonna keep on going. So I didn't stop for nothing. So that's it. That's our adventure. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.